Hello, welcome. Just a few things here. We have something going a little bit differently this time around. Welcome to Told Games Foundry. As you can hear the music in the background, we have something very different, very special. We're not going to be playing Elder Scrolls Online today. Instead, we're going to be playing Morrowind. That's right. So this is a fantastic game, and of course I'm playing it at the same time that I'm going to be playing it in ESO, and so the plan is that if this music is a little bit on the loud side, let's turn it down maybe just a bit. There we go. So hopefully you can hear me a little bit better. The soaring music score of Jeremy Sewell. Anyway, the idea is that I will be alternating in terms of playing some Morrowind content in ESO, going through that chapter and re-experiencing it for myself, but then also on stream to go ahead and try it out here in the actual game itself. Now, Morrowind as a game came out many years ago. I think it was about 2001 that it originally came out. And it was my introduction to the Elder Scrolls universe. I didn't play much of Daggerfall or Arena, which were the games that preceded it. But then again, neither did much anybody else. A lot of people, however, did play Morrowind and immediately glammed onto it. It was, in a way, a lot of ways similar to those older games, but it was also a much more detailed game than the previous ones had been. The world that they created was so unique, the soundscape was so sweeping, and the amount of places you could just simply go visit, it was unheard of. It had not been done in games before. The lore behind it was also quite deep, quite well advanced, even in this third installment in the series. And it was quirky in its own ways. Now, since Morrowind's release in 2001, people are still playing it, believe it or not. You can still play it on Xbox Game Pass, I think. You can, and a lot of the reason that it continues to survive and thrive is because of the modding community. So, I have a few mods installed on Morrowind. Most of them are quality of life enhancements. So I think I'll get into that as I do some of the game itself. But for now, let's go ahead and let's start up a brand new game, and we'll experience it all mostly fresh from the beginning, as it were. So, gonna load up my things here. Hello, OBS. Good to see you, my friend, as always. And here we go. Transition. Nicely done. Alright. So, we have the opening title screen here. This is not a game that I play with a gamepad, and you'll see why. So if you hear the clacking of things, well, that's just my keyboard underneath, and sorry about that. Okay, so here we have a few different options. A new one that's on there is mod config. I'll go ahead and click that, and it's mostly for the Morrowind script extender. This allows for mods to have in-game interfaces. That's all that is about. We have several different things on here, including I am playing it in 4K, which it was not designed to do, but hey, much better. Alright, let's go ahead and go new. The game was originally only available to be played up to 4x3. Each event is preceded by prophecy. In the waning years of the Third Era of Tamriel, a prisoner born on an certain day to uncertain parents was sent under guard without explanation to Morrowind, ignorant of the role he was about to play in that nation's history.
They have taken you from the Imperial City's prison, first by carriage and now by boat. To the east, to Morrowind. Fear. For I am watchful. You have been chosen.
Wake up. We're here. Why are you shaking? Are you okay? Wake up. Stand up. There you go. You were dreaming. What's your name?
So, this is Jube that we're seeing on the screen presently. Jube is... since the game came out, Jube has become a bit of a folk hero of his own right. We find out in Skyrim, actually, that he later on became a saint. He's referred to as Saint Jube. And I believe he is credited with going on and saving people from cliff racers or some other monster. He meets an untimely end, and you actually meet him in the Soul Cairn, a place where souls go after they have been imprisoned in soul gems, or after they've been used in soul gems, or something like that. But this is, Saint Jube, a particular follower in Skyrim, and I'm gonna forget his name. But it comes up in Dragonborn as well, a particular follower that you can get in that game. We'll mention. I met Saint Jube once. Anyway, Saint Jube. This is the only place that we encounter him. One of the other aspects of folklore and whatnot, of culture that I can throw in here, is that Saint Jube has a very distinct gravelly voice, as you'll hear in just a minute. This particular voice actor wound up doing all of the voices for all of the male dark elves around here. So when they brought back this character in Skyrim, they were able to find and reuse that same voice actor to do the dialogue. Wonderful tribute. Anyway, here's Jube. Now we need a name for ourselves. And let's just pick something for the time being. Machiavelli. Okay.
Well, not even last night's storm could wake you. I heard them say we've reached Morrowind. I'm sure they'll let us go.
I don't know how Jube got that scar, though.
Quiet. Here comes the guard.
Sorry.
This is where you get off. Come with me.
Okay. So now we can walk around.
You better do what they say.
Go slow. You can go faster. So, can't quite talk to this person.
The sooner you leave, the sooner we can move on.
Yep, can't talk to him. Can't pick up anything, but I can
Get yourself
operate
up on
this
deck
hatch.
and let's go.
Alright, I'm going.
This is where they want you. Head down to the dock and I'll show you to the census office.
You finally arrived, but our records don't show from where.
Now we can pick something. So, I'm just going to pick something at random for the time being, without too much explanation. These are the same exact races that you can choose in Skyrim, and the same exact races that you can choose in ESO and Oblivion, and so on. They haven't added any, they haven't taken away any. These are the 9, and they correspond to 9 different provinces in Tamriel, the world that Elder Scrolls takes place in. So we have various options here. Orcs, maybe? Okay. Let's go with... Oh. Hey, sure, tell you what. We're going to pretend that we're Contessa Ciprano at this point. So, you know, to do parody. So we'll have a Khajiit. That's actually not a bad face there. Let's see what else we got. That kind of works. Contessa Ciprano is actually kind of a black leopardy character. So that might actually be the best. Change hair, that gets us different ears, I think. Okay. So we can have the earrings down below, we can have the earrings on the side. Sure, let's go with that. As you can see, Khajiit are cat-like creatures. We have 2 special abilities. We can do Night Eye, which allows us to see in the dark, and Eye of Fear, which is a kind of a fear spell that you can cast. You have various skill bonuses as well. But we'll just go with that.
Great. I'm sure you'll fit right in. Follow me up to the office and they'll finish your release.
Okay. If you saw my Morrowind stream earlier, the ESO Morrowind, you might recognize this is in fact the same dock that you get off in ESO. They paid homage to this game quite well. Here we are in the Census and Excise office.
Ah, yes, we've been expecting you. You'll have to be recorded before you're officially released. There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours.
So, now, I'll do a little bit of explanation here, and save some more explanation for a little bit later. You can generate a class by answering questions. You can pick from a class list, and it will tell you for each class what package of skills and attributes and whatnot you get with that, or you can fill out the forms yourself. I always fill them out myself, and here's where I'll mention that I've actually already done all of these things once already. I am going to wind up using that character and introduce you to that character in a little bit. She's saved off in another area, but for now I wanted to do this fresh and do this in the most interesting way possible for you guys. So we're gonna pretend like we don't know anything about classes and skills and attributes and all that, and we'll go with answer his questions.
On a clear day, you chance upon a strange animal, its leg trapped in a hunter's claw snare. Judging from the bleeding, it will not survive long. What do you do?
So let's see, let's pretend we're doing this as Contessa Ciprano at the moment. So let's see, she's a little bit of a... Well, she's a thief. She belongs to the Thieves Guild, that's what we know. This is, of course, in ESO. She has a little bit of a naughty side, I suppose. A little bit of doing not quite the right thing all the time. So, maybe I don't interfere with the natural evolution of events, but rather I take the opportunity to learn more about a strange animal that I have never seen before. Yes, I would say Contessa Ciprano is very curious. So let's go with that.
One summer afternoon, your father gives you a choice of chores. What would you rather do?
Would I rather work in the forge with him, casting new iron for a new plow? Unlikely. Gather herbs for your mother, who is preparing dinner? Now. Catch fish at the stream using a net and line. That's going to be Contessa Ciprano, always shirking her duties.
Your cousin has given you a very embarrassing nickname, and even worse, likes to call you it in front of your friends. You have asked him to stop, but he finds it very amusing to watch you blush. What do you do?
Do I make up an even more embarrassing nickname for him to use and use it constantly until he learns his lesson? I beat up my cousin, then I tell him that if he ever calls me by that nickname again, I will bloody him worse than this time. Or I make up a story that makes my nickname into a badge of honor instead of something humiliating. So how much do I want to damage this guy? I don't want to beat him up. That's not Contessa's way. She is a little bit on the creative side, but she's not in. She does want to get at the guy a little bit, so I would probably make up an embarrassing nickname for him.
There
and
is
use it
a
until he learns
lot
his
of
lesson.
heated discussion at the local tavern over a group of people called telepaths. They've been hired by certain city-state kings. Rumor has it these telepaths read a person's mind and tell their lord whether a follower is telling the truth or not. You believe what?
So how do I feel about governmental people poking into others' minds? Contessa's definitely a free mind sort of person. So, yeah, she's going to go against the law. This is a terrible practice. A person's thoughts are his own, and no one, not even a king, has the right to make such an invasion into another human's mind.
Your mother sends you to the market with a list of goods to buy. After you finish, you find that by mistake a shopkeeper has given you too much money back in exchange for one of the items. What do you do?
Contessa, Thieves Guild member, we're going to pocket that extra money, knowing that shopkeepers in general tend to overcharge customers anyway.
While in a marketplace, you witness a thief cut a purse from a noble. Even as he does so, the noble notices and calls for the city guards. In his haste to get away, the thief drops the purse near you. Surprisingly, no one seems to notice the bag of coins at your feet. What do you do?
Do I leave the bag? Do I pick it up and pocket it? Or do I pick it up and give it to the guard? Contessa, definitely picking up and pocketing it. Oh boy.
Your father sends you on a task which you loathe, cleaning the stables. On the way there, pitchfork in hand, you run into your friend from the homestead near your own. He offers to do it for you, in return for a future favor of his choosing. What do you do?
Oh, this is a tough one, because Contessa does not like the prospect of owing anybody, but she's also kind of on the lazy side. So, do I accept his offer? Because so long as the stables are cleaned, it doesn't matter who does the cleaning. Or do I decline his offer, knowing that my father is expecting me to do the work and it's better not to be in debt? Or I ask him to help me, knowing that two people can do the job faster than one, and agree to help him with one task of his choosing in the future. Contessa her laziness is going to wind up making a bad decision for her, which she'll have to find some way to get out of later on. So, I'm going to ask him to help me.
Your mother asks you to help fix the stove. While you're working, a very hot pipe slips its moorings and falls towards her. What do you do?
Do I push my mother out of the way? Do I grab the hot pipe and try to push it away? Or do I push myself between the pipe and my mother? Definitely trying to avoid either of us getting hit by that pipe, so pushing my mother out of the way.
While in town, the baker gives you a sweet roll.
Oh, boy.
Delighted, you take it into an alley to enjoy, only to be intercepted by a gang of 3 other kids your age. The leader demands the sweet roll, or else he and his friends will beat you and take it. What do you do?
Do I give him the sweet roll now without argument, knowing that later this afternoon I will have all my friends with me and I can come and take whatever he owes me? Or do I act like I'm going to give him the sweet roll, but at the last minute throw it in the air, hoping that he'll pay attention to it long enough for me to get a shot in at the leader? Or do I just drop the sweet roll and then step on it and then get ready for a fight? Well, I'm definitely not going to waste a good sweet roll. But how much does Contessa... would she rely on her friends? Probably not. I think I'm going to go for the more lethal one. So I'm going to act like I'm going to give it to him, but then throw it in the air and hope to get in a shot at the leader.
Entering town, you find that you are witness to a very well-dressed man running from a crowd. He screams to you for help. The crowd behind him seems very angry. What do you do?
Do I stand aside and allow the man and mob to pass, realizing that it's probably best not to get involved? Do I rush to the man's aid immediately, despite my lack of knowledge of the circumstances? Or do I rush to the town's aid immediately, despite my lack of knowledge of the circumstances? So I don't think I would stick my neck out either for the man or for the town, so at least for the time being, I'd just probably allow them both to pass and try not to get involved. My personality and past reflect me as a thief. Alright, well, pretty well chosen. Yeah, that's going to describe Contessa pretty well, huh?
Very good. The letter that preceded you mentioned you were born under a certain sign.
Oh.
And what would that be?
A certain sign. So here we get to choose what sign, what constellation, what birth sign I was born under. And this is yet another perk to overlay on top of your race and your class and all that. So I'm currently a thief. What if I just pick the thief? Kafari, Danger Sense, Sanctuary. 10 points. I don't know what Sanctuary 10 points does. Or maybe the Tower. I get a spell where I can detect all sorts of stuff. And also a thing where once a day I can open a lock up to 50. Yeah, let's go with the Tower. Yeah, okay.
Interesting. Now, before I stamp these papers, make sure this information is correct.
Okay, so I'm gonna just quick change my name here. Contessa Ciprano. A thief with the Tower. And let's see what skills I wound up with. I got Security, Sneak, Acrobatics, Light Armor, and Short Blade. With varying things associated with them. Let's see, Security is Intelligence. I have, okay, good. 1 Intelligence, 1 Agility, 2 Agility, 1 Strength, 1 Speed. Okay. It says Governing Ability. Abilities are down here on the left. There's a lot of them. I also have derived abilities. These are Health, Magicka, Fatigue. I have major and minor skills. Those are the ones that are important. Let's see what minor skills I have. Marksman. Speechcraft. Aha. Hand-to-hand. Also good to know. Mercantile and Athletics. Athletics, which one is that? That's for running and swimming. Okay. Acrobatics, I believe, is for jumping. Unlike in D&D, acrobatics is governed by strength. Athletics is governed by not agility, but speed. Okay? Yeah, dexterity they kind of have as agility and speed is divvied up here. And then I have various miscellaneous skills, all of which are 5. Right, so my major skills are way up there, 40 and 50, 20 and 25, and everything else is 5. So, okay. I now have a stats menu. I can use right-click to bring up the menu.
Show your papers to the captain when you exit to get your release fee.
Okay. And then read my papers by pressing spacebar while looking at them. Then take them to pick them up. Okay, so it says I can do my menu here, so there's all of that information still.
Take your
I can
papers
move around.
off the table and go see Captain Gravius.
Captain Gravius. Okay, release identification. Let's see what this says. For release by Emperor Uriel Septime VII's decree. Anyway. To the district of Vardenfall in the province of Morrowind. District of Vardenfall is the island. The main island in Morrowind. Name is Contessa Ciprano, race Khajiit, class thief, signed Socucius Ergala, agent of the Seyda Neen Imperial Census and Excise. Okay, so like in just about every Elder Scrolls game, I was taken here as a prisoner and then for some reason released by the order of the Emperor. Okay, I'll take that. I now have an inventory menu. There with right-click on all of my other menus. Here's our friendly Khajiit person. One thing about Khajiit in this game, can't wear shoes. Okay. Right, so just a common shirt and some pants. That's all I got.
You through to the next building and talk to Celes Gravius.
I could open this up, but the guard here might have some problems with that. Oh, let's give it a try anyway. I have, if I remember right, no magical power yet. And nothing I can equip in my hands. Alright, so I should learn how to do combat. Pick up the dagger and activate it. Okay, picking up an iron dagger. It is short blade. That tells you what skill it is associated with. One-handed. And then it tells you 3 things. Chop, slash, thrust. Okay. So, we take my dagger, we put it on, and you see I'm now holding it. Press F to pull out my weapon. Okay. There's my little dagger. Okay. Chop, slash, and thrust, we have chop. And if you're moving to the right or to the left, that'll give you a slash. If you're moving forward or back, you do a thrust. Okay. What about, note to Hriskar. Hriskar, don't think I've forgotten our wager. I want this dagger sharp as a scamp's claw by morning. Ganciele. Letters, books, and scrolls can be read by equipping them in your inventory menu. Like so. Got some various things here. Crab meat. I can eat ingredients by equipping them in the inventory. Okay. Flynn. Go ahead and do some Flynn. This regional liquor acts like a potion. To drink potions, equip them. You get the sentence here. Some bread. I got... You can pick up just about... You can pick up a lot of stuff in this game. So, a candlestick. Not too bad. Value of 25. Let's pick up this thing here. It's a lockpick. Apprentice lockpick. Let's bring up the inventory. Well, instead of having a dagger in my hand, have a lockpick in my hand. And you unlock things by doing that. So, I can now try unlocking this small chest. Great. Get some gold. Fabulous. Let's pick up this book. Some Masta. That's might come in handy. A large quama egg. Sure. Small quama egg, scrib jerky, crab meat, all alchemical ingredients. Yeah, just go ahead and grab those. I don't have a crafting bag in this game like I have in ESO, so I can't just pick up everything, but I'll pick up a bunch of stuff. No, don't want a pitcher, don't want a spoon, nothing in that sack. Ooh, some good ingredients in that sack. Here we go. Loot a bunch of stuff here. Beds can be used to rest while in public buildings. I have to press T if I want to rest while in the outdoors. Resting is the primary way to regenerate your magic on this game. We have this little courtyard. There was this little courtyard in the ESO as well. Got a barrel here with a bit of paper and a spoon, but a little magical ring of healing. I now have a magic menu where I can see all of my powers, spells, and magic items. Okay. So, F gives me a weapon, R gives me a spell. I don't have any spells equipped, but let's go ahead and do the magical ring of healing. I'll go ahead and select that from my magics menu over here. And now you see on the bottom left there, I have two things. I can switch between weapons and magic this way. Got my little clawed hands there, because I am a Khajiit after all. Press spacebar to talk to the captain. Don't try persuasion on him. If I'm not good at it, he will start to dislike me. How good at persuasion am I? 20, not great. We'll give it a try though.
Your papers, please.
You'll notice that these say owned. That means that they're not owned by me. Somebody else owns them. First, let me take your identification pages. Thank you. Word of your arrival only reached me yesterday. I am Celis Gravius, but my background is not important. I'm here to welcome you to Morrowind. Now, like some other games, but basically from the same time period, you have, well, actually from an earlier time period, this is an old custom, you have certain keywords that will come up in conversation, and you can ask a person about these keywords and they might tell you more things. They will also potentially add more keywords to your list of things you can ask about. Now, you have to be careful sometimes about asking certain people about certain things. They may not like being asked about certain things, and this gauge over here, 40 out of 100, may go up or down depending on what you ask them about. But the system of keywords is your main interface for interacting with NPCs. So, let's find out about Morrowind. So you see, I had background and Morrowind initially, and now he's mentioned Uriel Septim and duties, and those get added to my keywords list on the right there. Morrowind. Yes, you're in Morrowind. I don't know why you're here, or why you were released from prison and shipped here, but your authorization comes directly from Emperor Uriel Septim VII himself, and I don't need to know any more than that. When you leave this office, you are a free man, but before you go, I have instructions on your duties. Instructions from the Emperor, so pay careful attention. So, let's find out about Uriel Septim. Yes, Uriel Septim is still the Emperor. According to my instructions, he personally authorized your release from prison, and your delivery right here. It's all very mysterious, but that's the way the Empire works. Silence, secrecy. Let not the left hand know what the right is doing. What? The Empire. Yes, of course, this is the Empire. This is Vardenfall district of the province of Morrowind. And Morrowind has been part of the Empire for over 400 years. Yeah, we are now nearing the end of the Third Age, which began with which basically is the Septime line of Tiber Septime, as he came to be known, established the Empire, the entire Empire at the change from the Second to the Third era. The current Emperor is Uriel Septime, 24th in the Septime line. You haven't been in prison that long, have you? Nothing wrong with your head, is there? The men said you were acting a little strange when they brought you in from the ship. Yeah, apparently I don't know what the Empire is, you know? Okay, so let's see, what else can we ask about? He did mention his background. What about his background? I am Celis Gravius, and a knight-errant of the Imperial Legion. Yeah, well, whatever that is. Duties. This package came with news of your arrival. You are to take it to Caius Cosads in the town of Balmora. Caius Cosad, town of Balmora. Got it. Go to the South Wall Corner Club and ask for Caius Cosads. They'll know where to find him. Serve him as you would serve the Emperor himself. I also have a letter for you and a dispersal to your name. So my journal has been updated. I'll take a look at that journal in just a minute. I have directions to Caius Cosads. It's a little letter that has been added to my inventory. A package for Caius has also been added, and a little bit of gold. Great. Who is Caius Cosads? Report. I can't tell you where to find him, but you are to go to the... okay, great. Balmora. What is a Balmora? A town. Balmora is north of Seyda, Neen, which is the town I'm in presently. The road passes Pelagiad village and Fort Pelagiad, crosses a deep ravine, passes Fort Moonmoth, and then turns west across the Odai River and then into Balmora. Wow, okay, so Pelagiad and Fort Pelagiad, Fort Moonmoth, cross a river, and then I'll be in Balmora. The South Wall Corner Club is in southeast Balmora, on the east side of the river. Am I going to be able to remember all this? Not exactly. For more detailed directions, talk to Elone the Scout in Ariel's trade house here in Seyda, Neen. But take my advice, you're new here. Just take the Silt Strider to Balmora. Fast, cheap, cross the bridge and head east. Can't miss it. What is a Silt Strider? Silt Striders carry passengers and cargo between settlements on Vardenfall. Fares depend on the distance to be traveled. Silt Striders are giant insects. A compartment for passengers and cargo is hollowed out from the creature's shell, and the driver directs the beast directly by manipulating exposed organs and tissues. This is just like, oh my goodness, what is that TV series? Oh boy. Yeah, there were like spaceships that were partial organisms, and you crawled inside them and pulled on their tendons and stuff to go through space to fly them. I can't remember the name of the TV show. Extremely popular. I'm sure you're all screaming at me right now. Oh well. I did not pass my geek test just now. Silt Striders traveled between Aldrune, Balmora, Seyda, Neen, Suran, Gnissis, Molagmar, Margan, and North Landing near Vivek. So you can take them all over. Okay, goodbye. Anything else to do in here? Let's not. Wooden door to Seyda, Neen. I can press J to use my journal and review what I've been told, and I could check out the trade house up on the left. Okay. Trade house is over there. Here we are. We are free. Hooray! I can now jump. I can now... let's see, how do I... There we go. There's my lady. There's Contessa Ciprano. Yay, hooray. Okay. So, I'm gonna do a quick save. Actually, I'm gonna do a full save here. I'll do it like this, and we'll call it Contessa Ciprano 1. Okay. This game is much better in first person than in third person, so I'm gonna just keep it like that. Don't need that lockpick out.
Yes?
And here's where I'll pause things and explain a little bit of what's going on. These are not the original graphics of the game. I do have some mods on. One of them is the Morrowind graphics extender, and that has been applied to a number of different aspects. This water is much better than it looked back in the day. It also allows me to run the game at a resolution that's not 4:3. I think it went up to like 1600 by 1200, and on my 4K monitor that would look kind of piddling. So lots more resolutions, updated graphics, things are so much cleaner and sharper. You can see faces a lot better. One that I wound up uninstalling before I got going here was one that had a whole bunch of different face packs in there and hairstyles. I started the game, I looked at my friend Jube, and it just didn't look right, so I uninstalled it. See, I have another one called the Morrowind Code Patch that adds a number of different quality of life improvements and fixes. Boy, those are the two big ones. I have one for teleporting around, because that's pretty limited in this game. There is no, fast travel menu. You have to literally go to a thing go to a fast travel vendor and do it that way. So I have a couple of teleporting options available. Let's see. What else did I throw in there?
I'm waiting.
It'll maybe come to me a bit. Oh yeah, I did have a body mod, so the bodies of things are updated ever so slightly. Don't worry, I was planning on doing this for streaming, so there's no
Anytime now.
nudity per se for this stream, right? Okay. We are safe for work here. Let's see, what else we got? I think that's the bulk of it, and if I can remember something else, I'll go ahead and mention that too. So a little bit of modding to make things look pretty, got a nice sky in there, etc. All that to say, now I'm going to put Contessa Ciprano away and load up a different character. I called this character Oya. And we're basically in the same place. I had her, I created the character with the custom class, and I chose things specifically, but otherwise I've mostly done all the same things I
What
did
assistance do you need?
in that other intro. So, however, she is a Redguard. So, Redguard are natives of Hammerfell, another province of Tamriel, and they are known for being a more militant, a more warrior-based society. So you can kind of think darker, brown-skinned folk crossed with a little bit of like an oriental vibe. So they're the ones that use the curved saber swords. They do have a little bit of an African kind of vibe to them. And with that, Oya is the name of a goddess from Africa, and I can't say, unfortunately, I know too much about the goddess herself, or the religion that she's part of, the pantheon, whatever. But I decided to honor her heritage by giving her that name. I did a custom class, and I called it the Storm Maiden because Oya is a goddess of storms, an Orisha of winds, lightning, violent storms, death, and rebirth. Okay, and I gave her the specialization of magic. And we have her various abilities, and we have her various skills as well. Ta-da. And I want to... sign I gave her was the Warrior, which I think I can see right here. War Weird. It gives her Fortify attack of 10 points. Doesn't sound like much, but actually that Fortify attack applies to all weapon types and is not an effect that you can recreate with other things like spells or scrolls or enchantments. So that is what I wound up picking for her. As a red guard, she does have resistance to poison and disease. That helps. Race and gender in this one. Again, it's an older game. Race and gender are part of what form your initial attributes on the left here, strength and whatnot. Those are mostly based on your race and gender. And there's a different chart that has all of those things. In addition, I chose to be... I think it's called a specialization. I have a specialization... No, a key attribute. That's what it's called. I have 2 key attributes. One is endurance and the other one is luck. So those are each boosted by 10 points from the default. Each race comes with their own bonuses to certain ability scores. Certain skills. The biggest one for Red Guard is Longblade. Everyone gets something that's at 15, a few that are at 10, and a few that you get at plus 5. So I get plus 10 to Longblade. Plus 15 to Longblade. I can't remember. I think maybe a plus 10 to Axe and some other things. But they are a bit of a warrior type class. With the sword and shield, and that's the way that they tend to go. Okay, what else? Let's go ahead and... I'm gonna put major discussions on that on... Oh, I know one thing else I wanted to show was there was one more mod that I got, and that provides an additional map. You see over here we have a not very helpful map that shows me where Seyda Neen is, Pelagiad, we have Moon Moth, some of these areas that were mentioned earlier, and we have Balmora, which is 4 squares worth. I can also look at the local map, which shows me all of the doors that I can go into, all of the buildings. But then I have these other maps. These maps don't come with a cursor. It doesn't show you where you are on the map, but it does at least give you a handy reference that you can look at. So here we have, all of Varden Fall. Oop. Man, just pressing all the wrong buttons. Various areas here, kind of divided up into the big groupings of things. Bitter Coast on the left, the Ascadian Isles. We are presently here in Seyda Neen. So we were told the best way to get to Balmora was to go up here past Pelagiad. There's a Fort Pelagiad around here somewhere, I guess. And then around... I guess they want you to go this way to Fort Moonmoth, and then across the river into Balmora. I'll probably wind up going to the Odai Plateau and then to Balmora. But there is a Silk Strider, I could take that. I probably won't get out that far. I'll probably just do what this gaming kind of encourages you to do. It kind of drops you off and then says, go, explore, check out the world. That's probably what I'll do. In fact, let's go ahead and do a little bit of exploring here in Seyda Neen. So I just came from the excise office. Have a person here. Hey, Eldifier. I haven't seen your Redguard face before. Would you like a little advice, or are you looking for someone in particular? Sure, let's get a little advice. You look like you can take care of yourself. Then why don't you go do something about those smugglers at Adamasartus Cave? It's right over there, near the Siltstrider port. Yet those guards, look at them, just strutting about. Someone must have paid them to ignore the smuggling going on in there. Okay. She wants me to go and check out a cave. Tells me there's some smugglers in there. What about someone in particular? The Altmer, Aril runs Aril's trade house. Socucius Ergala is the chief agent at the Census and Excise offices. I've already met him. He was the older fellow. Altmer, what are those? We Altmer are proud, wise, and beautiful. The Empire is built on the arts, crafts, and sciences of the High Elves. Our pure blood protects us from disease and makes us superior spellcrafters. If you do say so yourself. Now, I don't have all of the same keywords that I had in the previous conversation, but I can ask about some other things. Let's ask about some rumors. I heard there's been some trouble up at Fort Frostmoth. Never heard of it? It's on an island called Solstheim, north of Vardenfall. This is a stub for going to one of the two expansion packs for Morrowind, the two of them being Solstheim. I think it's called Solstheim? Sure. And the other one called Tribunal. Solstheim, just as you might suspect, is the same island that you get to visit in Elder Scrolls V Skyrim in the second major expansion pack to Skyrim, called Dragonborn. You wind up going to Solstheim. What is Solstheim? That's the frozen island up to the north, right? Sounds awful to me. If you're looking to get there, you might check for transportation in Cool. So if I want to do the expansion pack stuff, go there. Not going there anytime soon. That was latest rumors. How about a little advice? I already got a little advice. A little secret. Talk to everyone. Talk is cheap. Ask questions. You don't ask, you never learn. What about her trade? What does she do? I am a commoner. I do whatever needs to in cooking, cleaning, building, baking, making, breaking. And by your accent, I can tell you are an outlander. Since you're new to these parts, perhaps you'd like me to share a little of the local lore, which I guess is maybe a little advice, a little secret, latest rumors. Another latest rumor. I guess there's multiple ones. I've heard that the local tax collector, Processus Vitellius, is missing. No surprise, really. He wasn't well liked around here. Okay. That's all for latest rumors. Services. Get food and sundries from Aril's trade house. That's also where you'll find anyone who offers training. Not much else in the way of services in this damp little squat. Solstheim, a terrible place, I've heard. There's a boat from Cool if you have any reason to go. A specific place. So yeah, you can ask people about things multiple times, and sometimes they'll give you different information. Okay.
I suppose it is my duty to help those less fortunate than myself.
Just like an Altmer. Great.
What's this about?
I'm an officer of the Imperial Legion. Move along. We have garrisons all over Fort Pelagiad and in Pelagiad, Hawkmouth Fort in Ebonheart, Fort Moonmoth in Balmora, Fort Buckmoth in Aldrune, and Fort Darius in Gnissus. Was I looking to join the Imperial Legion? Maybe. All the garrisons are presently at full strength, except perhaps the Death's Head Legion at Fort Darius in West Gash, near the village of Gnissus. If you're interested, talk to General Darius there. Oh boy, this is way out there, probably. What else about the Imperial Legion? No? What about some rumors, guard? The tax collector is missing, nobody liked him. Little advice, don't fight when I'm tired, don't try to cast spells when I'm tired. You fail more often when you're tired. That's why veterans always carry a couple of restore fatigue potions. Any secrets? If someone attacks you first, I have the right to defend myself. If someone doesn't attack you first, you're going to break the law if you attack them. What about his background? I'm an Imperial Guard. Okay.
Sorry, stranger. My time is short, so get on with it.
Fargoth. Are you the one that the boat dropped off? Odd to see a boat arrive at the time of day. Hope the Imperials treated you okay. I swear they took my ring. I swear one of the guards had it. I had it last week before their weekly Let's Shake Down Fargoth ritual. An engraved healing ring. A family heirloom of mine. You haven't seen it, have you? Do I want to give up the one magic item that I own? Yeah, I guess so. Here you go. You are now my favorite friend. There's a boost there. I'll be sure to tell the others, especially my friend Ariel, who runs the trade house here. Go see him. He'll be happy to see you now. So I probably got a boost in with the trade house person. Anything this person has to say? A commoner, latest rumors, still that thing. Let's see what else. Yes, thank you for finding my ring. Okay. So, you can get ingredients of all kinds in this game. They want you to go to the trade house. Who's this person? Well, hello. I am Indrel Rathrion. This is Seyda Neen, swamp fever capital of the world. I suppose you're wondering what's going on here. I can tell you where the services are. There aren't many, and I can tell you the latest rumors, unless you already heard them. Yep, there's still a tax collector missing. Little secret. You're an outlander. Maybe you don't know about the kinds of Daedric ruins we have here in Morrowind. Daedric cults worship the bad Daedra. You can learn more about that at the temple. Anyway, long ago, before the temple put a stop to it, people used to worship bad Daedra. Molag Bal, Malakath, Shealgorath, and Merun Stegon at Daedra shrines. But lately... interesting. But lately, since the Empire came in, some people have taken up worshipping the bad Daedra at these old sites. And I warn you, these are dangerous places. Alright.
I'm waiting.
I'm Teleri Helvi. Welcome to Scenic Seyda Neen, gateway to Morrowind. Looking for someone in particular? Do I want a little advice? Well, most Outlanders stick close to the Imperial guilds and the legions, but you might consider service in one of the great Dunmer houses. They aren't real fond of Outlanders, and if you have to look around hard for a patron, someone who will speak for you, help you advance to the next rank. But the great houses are where the real opportunities are. House Hlalu and House Redoran are pretty reasonable. House Telvanni, the wizard house, they're another story. Dunmer. We are the dark-skinned, red-eyed elven people of Morrowind. The Westerners call us Dark Elves, but we prefer to call ourselves Dunmer. Let's see what she has to say. Okay.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, talk.
Go ahead, stranger.
A little advice. Take the Silt Strider. Fast and cheap, no trouble with wild animals, and smugglers, and bandits, and outlaws. Go see Darvam Hlaren over at the Silt Strider port, over the bridge and east along the water, and tell her Vodunius Nucius sent you. Who are you? Right, that's me. If you decide to take the Silt Strider, tell Darvam Hlaren I sent you. Okay. So we got some houses, we got some huts. We have a suspicious looking stump, hollow tree stump. Okay.
Go ahead.
Same voice as Jude. I am Irene Lenim. This is Seyda Neen, Swamp Fever Capital. Okay, so this person looks like he's going to say almost all the same things as other people. Nothing new said by him.
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
I'm waiting.
Okay. Well, nothing too interesting here. A locked hut. Foreign Gilmith's shack. Hi. What do I want? Yeah, there's... Alright, nothing
Quickly,
too interesting here.
I haven't much time.
Although there is this book. I have gained knowledge from this book. My mercantile skill increased to 6. I dance in the fire. So this is a skill book. So you can... Some nice reading to be done there.
Probably nothing.
But the main point of it was that it boosted my mercantile skill. Mercantile. Let's see what they say about mercantile. Mercantile is a skill of buying low and selling high. This guarantees lower initial prices for goods, equipment, and services, and improves the chance of getting better deals by bargaining. So there you go. It looks like I have a few other spells. I can cast Adrenaline Rush, Fire Bite. Oh, cool. A Bound Dagger. I didn't know I had this spell. That's cool. Let's go ahead and select that. I have Fire Bite, Hearth Heal. That's great. Summon Ancestral Ghost. Cool. Let's go with Bound Dagger. That's gonna be Short Blade. Well, probably better than my Iron Dagger. Let's give it a try. This Daedric looking dagger. Ta-da. Yeah, okay. I'll put it away. Oh, it stays around. Can I... What does it do? 9 to 20? 10 to 20 versus... Yeah, boy, that's way better. Good, okay.
My time is precious, so make it quick.
There are some houses. I was going to check out this lighthouse over here. You may not notice it, but I am actually running. Yeah, you don't go very fast initially. As you continue to do leveling up, your speed does improve. Pick some mushrooms. Stump. So I can improve my alchemy just a little bit by sampling some stuff. Looks like miscellaneous is going to be where they put ingredients. Let's just, yeah, chew a little bit on one. Nothing. Alright. So, nothing from that. Alright, let's go to the Lighthouse. Like in other Elder Scrolls games, the chief way of improving your skills is by using them. So, although I did... Wait, what is this? Although I did gain that from a book just there, simple stuff like running or jumping, that's all going towards my acrobatics and my athletics skills. Hitting things with daggers, casting spells, all those have associated skills. I can go into the Lighthouse. Hello. I'm Thaver Vedrano. Oh, a Vedrano. This is... Yeah, right, so she... just another commoner, but she's a Vedrano. Whatever that means. Yeah, she doesn't have anything
My time
else
is
useful.
precious, so make it quick.
Yeah, all of these things are owned. There is this chest here. Unlike in other games, it doesn't tell you when you are sneaking if you are current. Oh, it does. Yeah, okay, so there's a tiny little icon in the bottom left. If I get behind this pillar, it breaks the line of sight, and I am currently not being seen. So, if I equip a lockpick here, my security is 30. Quick save. Lockpick failed. Success. Aha. Steel Tonto. Sure, I'll take those. There we go. Oh, I'm still sneaking. There. Nope. There we go. What we got here? The Wraith's Wedding Dowry. My unarmored skill increased to 11. Okay. Grief. There's various local beverages. You have Grief, you have Flynn, there's one that really packs a good punch. Sujama, maybe? Okay, what else we got? Seyda, Neen. Alright, let's climb up, see if this goes anywhere. Not in particular. Okay. Make our way down. Let's not go and kill ourselves quite yet by jumping off. Alrighty. Let's just poke our heads in. We'll not take anything because what's her name's right there. If we just look, she doesn't mind if we just look, right? Anything particularly interesting? No, I don't think so.
Speak, traveler.
Okay, here we go. What's behind this lighthouse? Looks like Draggletail. Cool. sure what a draggletail is, but all great. Got something over there. Violet copious. Just taking a bunch of stuff for now. There is a limit on weight. Right now I'm at 24 of 200, so I can just take a bunch of stuff. That's for crafting later. Uh-oh. We have a mud crab coming at me. I killed it! Crab meat. Slew fern. Okay, just double checking. This fern is taller and has those baubles. That's good to know. Oh, one thing I can do is dispose of corpses when I've looted them. Pretty useful. There are certain corpses that are not disposable that will become important a little bit later on. Yeah, picking lots of mushrooms. There's Bane. Lots of alchemy ingredients. I got these draggletail, yeah. Okay, let's put that knife away. There's a way to set things to quick bars, quick slots. I'm gonna need to figure that out again. I think I've spoken to her already. Yeah.
My time is precious, so make it quick.
Well, let's poke our heads in some of
You
these
have
other
something
places.
to say.
Torius Gervain.
I'm waiting.
Just another commoner. Yeah. So one thing you can do in this game
Can we
is just
hurry this
kill a
along?
resident and
Anything
then
I
take
can
over
do,
their house.
I am humbly at your service.
Once a chest has been accessed, oop, that one's locked, then its contents do not change. Hi there. Well, I am looking for services. Maybe a specific place. Some rough customers come into town now and then for supplies. I think they might be smugglers and bandits holed up locally. Be doing a public service to clean them up. Might find yourself some nice loot in the bargain. Okay, yeah, they did mention there were some smugglers in a cave nearby.
Speak, traveler.
Here's this person. A little advice. If you want to live to a ripe old age, buy a weapon and as much armor as you can wear and still run from trouble. Buy a spell or two and practice your skills. Don't practice on citizens. We call that foul murder, and we don't like it. But you can kill smugglers and bandits and other outlaws as you like. Outlaws have no rights. Plenty of adventurers make a living from killing and looting outlaws. That smuggler scum down in Adamasartas, for instance. The cave down near the Silt Strata platform. Yeah, we heard mention about them. Practice on creatures and outlaws. If you attack a citizen by accident, don't kill him, turn yourself into a guard, pay your fine, and clear your name. Or people will treat you like an outlaw. Okay, so this is a vendor, and he sells a few things. We have persuasion, which can alter the persuasion meter. We have barter, which is trading, and we have spells. Before I get into all that, though, go ahead and do a quick save. And one thing that I am going to do, because it's a stream and you don't want to see me grinding for a couple of septims and picking up everything, I'm going to open up the console here and type in... I think this is the way to do it. Gold. So let's see what that did, if anything. Yeah, okay. So I gave myself gold. Septims, in this case. And that's just because I don't want to... If I see something, I want to be able to buy it and keep things moving along. So, there we go. That's one cheat that I tend not to mind, especially in one-player games. I mean, really. Okay, so I can buy spells. Let's go ahead and buy the lot of spells. Sure. Just grab all those. Let's see what he has to sell. Looks like some scrolls. Let's pass on the scrolls for now. I have some armor. Journeyman's probe. Journeyman's armorer's hammer. A probe. I can't remember exactly what that's for. Let's go ahead and... Sure, we'll pick up two of them. I think there are also lockpicks. The Journeyman Armorer's Hammer. Get those. Those are a little on the weighty side, though, so maybe I shouldn't have bought all of them. Let's go ahead and sell back 4 of them. I only need 3. A flask? Nah. What about the Lives of Saints? Nah, I don't need that. A mortar and pestle? Pestle? That's used for making potions. Good to know. Flynn, Sujama, Shane, Master, Grief. You have all of your beverages here. Let's see. My character is gonna need... Let's give her some armor. We'll give her a mix of armor. We have chitin. We have a chain cuirass. Armor rating of 1, but it's light. We have light, medium, heavy, and no armor. All 4 of those are their own skill categories. Yeah, really. We have chitin arrows. Yeah, let's get all of those. And we'll get iron arrows to boot. No bows though, huh? Just arrows? Doesn't look like he... Oh, he does sells a chitin short bow. Sure, we'll pick that up. Let's see what else we got. Good with the swords. Yeah, I want a long sword because that's what I do. So we have short blade, we have a long blade, iron long sword, as opposed to an iron broadsword. So broadsword chopping is 4 to 12. Chopping is kind of what I'm mostly watching for. Probably should have gone with an axe as my primary weapon. Oh well. Iron saber chopping is 5 to 18. Yeah, we'll go with that. Long blade. Yeah. Alright. A silver short sword. Not a bad idea. War axe 1 to 18. What was this one? 5 to 18. Better with the saber. I am a Redguard after all. Mix of light, medium, and heavy. Okay, well, the total cost right now is 400. He has so much gold, I have so much gold. I can adjust my costs and perhaps improve my mercantile in the process. But if I lowball him too much, it could affect his persuasion. But let's just knock off 10 and see how well that goes. Great, okay. So it did go down a little bit, but I got a few things off. Alright, do I have any armor skills? No, I do not have any armor skills among my major skills. So, like I said, medium and heavy are both there. Unarmored and light armored are also in there. Let's go ahead and go with medium armor. You can move and defend yourself. Chain skill, bone mold, and orcish are considered medium. Sure, let's go ahead and wear medium. So his offering in the medium category is Imperial. So I'll go ahead and just buy the lot. Oop, nope, that iron is not what I was looking for. So Imperial Greaves, iron, netch leather. That's light, but it's a little better than... No. So chitin is better than netch. Nordic? No, that's also light. Nordic ringmail. That's a little better. Steel greaves, heavy. Steel, all heavy. Boy, not a lot of items here. Expensive items. So common, expensive items are... They hold enchantments better. Let's see, I only need one of these armors, so we have... The Imperial Chain Cuirass is better than the Nordic Ringmail, so I'll sell that one back. Yeah, may as well get some greaves, so let's go with some light armor greaves. I could use some boots, yeah. So chitin boots are 1. Those are 0. I'll go with the chitin boots. Gloves, yeah, I don't have any of them yet. Left pauldron, right gauntlet, right pauldron. Are there any medium shields? No, it doesn't look like it. So let's get a... See, my shield options are... There we go. Netch leather for 0. Iron shield for 3. Chitin shield. Okay, that'll do. What else? Yeah, still need some pants. Iron pants. That's it, right? Oh, I can do steel or iron. Well, I'm not gonna get a match set, so... Sure. You know, I'd rather just have no pants, I guess. Other than, you know, my common pants. Are there any prettier pants? No. You can get an expensive belt. Sure. Expensive belt, expensive amulet. Got boots. Alright. Tell you what, let's actually do the other way around, and I'm going to offer more than the actual cost of the items, and that should improve his demeanor. What do you call it? Nope, it did not. Oh well. What are some popular potions? Cure Common Disease and Cure Blight are the most popular. Makes sense. Fortify Strength, Endurance, Speed, Agility are very helpful. Yeah, by the way, what did you have there? He just had... Oh, we have a Fortify Luck potion. And then we just have booze. Let's pass on the booze. Various ingredients. Journeyman lockpick. Yeah, I better grab some of those. Okay. Call that good. Yeah, let's go ahead and equip some of our stuff. Iron Saber. Yeah, do that. How about a short bow? Okay, we only can have one at a time. I should sell some stuff so I'm not carrying it around. The Steel Tanto was... I picked that up from the other place. 5 to 11. Okay. Let's go ahead and equip the arrows. I can have the arrows equipped even with a melee weapon. Chitin boots. Oh. Let's put on gauntlets. Pauldrons. Coif. Curious. Looks like you can always be wearing shirt and pants, and greaves you wear on top of those. Good to know. But my shoes were unequipped. How about a belt? I can wear an expensive belt, yeah. And that doesn't replace anything. Good to know, good to know. What happens when I equip the Morrowind pestle? Ah, I can start making potions. And we'll give it a try. Ingredients, what have we got? Valiant Caprice. Go ahead and we'll... Oh, yeah, just do all those. We have Luminous Ursula. Bungler's Bane. Yeah, sure. Fascia. Sure, let's just put all those together. This is going to give me a potion with 2 created effects. Oh, and one of them is Drain Fatigue. Okay. Sure. Well, I created a potion of Drain Fatigue. What about that and Sport Rods? Nope, that's Drain Fatigue still. Let's put something else in the main slot. Nope, that's also Drain Fatigue. Drain Strength. Oh, Potion Tail. There it is. Created a potion. Potions with only negative effects, that's not gonna do anything for me, so we'll go ahead and sell those potions I just created. Drain Fatigue, value 9. Drain Strength, value 9. That Grief is heavy. I'm going to go ahead and sell that. Sell my shoes, not going to be wearing those anytime soon. Also that 2 hour discount. How about that? Alright. So, got a few things. Here I am with my new armor. Okay. So, we've been at it already for an hour and a half, just poking around Seyda Neen. I'm gonna do a little bit of combat or exploring. Maybe see about those,
Any time now.
There was a cave that I needed to go into.
I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick.
It doesn't look like you have anything interesting. Visit this other house over here. Oh, that's Fargoth's house. Lots of signs. Ebonheart Balmora that way. Vivek Pelagia that way. Hla Ode. Gnar Mod. Seyda Neen. Lots of options. So there's the Silt Strider up there. You can see the bug That's apparently had part of it hollowed out, yet is still alive, and you can manipulate it by digging your hands and tweaking at its innards. Okay, that is a cave. I have a feeling that's the cave I was being told about. I probably have enough of the stuff to be getting on with. So there are apparently smugglers in here. Let's go ahead and save the game. For my little dagger.
No escape!
And down you go. A chitin dagger. Ooh, some netch leather boots. Light armor. Nothing interesting. Ah, slave key. Let's grab that. Grab the gold. Okay. Hello's a bucket, yeah. There are slaves in here somewhere. Okay. And here we have...
You want something?
Some slaves. Alright, we'll go ahead and free them.
The prey approaches.
There we go. I just freed some slaves.
This is an honor.
You guys just be careful, okay? Oh, my saber's out. Let's try that saber. Okay, we've got somebody down there. Uh-oh. Well, I went down in a hurry, didn't I? Give this another go. You know what? I have some spells of my own. Let's try Fireball. Let's try Summon Ancestral Ghost. Not enough magicka to cast it. Fireball? Okay, I cast it. Okay. Got him. Not much else to do, though. Alright. Looking out. Ooh, dear, dear, dear. Chop away. See that little yellow bar down at the bottom there? That's the enemy's gauge of health. Common rogue. Well, that guy took out some of my health. I can press T to rest, but I can't rest while there are enemies nearby. Okay. Let's see how long my health lasts.
There is no escape!
Throwing things at me? You are. Throwing daggers or something, yeah. chitin throwing stars. Interesting. I have no idea what those are. Oh, marksman. That's interesting. Cloth bracers, lockpick, sure, and a probe. Came up this way, right? Anything? Oh, there are some things in here. Go ahead and take gold for sure. Let's take the soul gems for sure. Rat meat. Flynn. That's pricey stuff. I'll take that. Got a scroll of soul trap. Alright. Another slave key. Actually, which way did I come? Just took her out. Spell, that's good. Leather shield. Oh, I never equipped the Titan shield. Here we go. Brandy looks nice and pricey. Chest. Yeah, that's not. Gold. Ooh, moon sugar. The fabled moon sugar, grown by Khajiit and distilled into a narcotic known as skooma. This stuff isn't found on the market normally. Other alchemical ingredients, more alchemical ingredients, including more moon sugar. If the guards find you with moon sugar, you get arrested. Or when you get arrested. Oh, skooma! Eek. Yeah. Sometimes. Oh, expensive shirt. I want to put that on, actually. Cup, cloth, common shirts, pillows, common pants. They weren't kidding when they said there was some loot involved. Old gate. Getting kind of dark in here. You cannot breathe underwater indefinitely, but I'm right near the surface here, so that helps things a bit. Just keeping an eye out for various things to pick up. Also for slaughterfish. You don't want to mess with the slaughterfish. Okay. There was another little tunnel that went into some water earlier. Netch leather. Netch isn't as good as chitin. I think I have chitin. Rat. Go ahead and dispose of that. More pauldrons. else down in here? No. Boy, it is really dark. Maybe I should have picked up one of those torches after all. I believe in this game one uses their shield automatically. Oh, come on. Jump. Get up in there. So there, you don't actively block in this game. Okay, this is back at the beginning. Yeah, I already got his stuff. And there was this path over here that I hadn't quite gotten down yet. Athletic skill increased to 11, and that happened by my doing this swimming. Iron saber, basket, fishing pole, corpse, bone. Quick. Phew. Okay, health is looking low, magicka is looking low. Only my fatigue seems to be regenerating. So let's try doing a rest. Resting for 1 hour got me back a little bit. If I just simply say rest until healed, there we go, back up to fighting capacity. Okay. And thus, I have done my first dungeon. Hooray! And so, having done that... Oh, nighttime. Let's go and check out this, these pods here. Draggle tail. I seem to remember that the flowers are really good for making a certain kind of potion, and I don't quite remember which kind. Oh, mushrooms. Lots and lots of mushrooms. I'm sure you're paying really good money to watch me pick mushrooms. I don't remember if they bothered to... They do give torches to the guards when night falls. That's good. I don't recall whether or not the NPCs switch up their habits based on the time of day.
I suppose it is my duty to help those less fortunate than myself.
Yeah, by the way... Oh, the tax collector is still missing. How do you recognize a Daedric shrine? Well, they've got a long, funny name, like Ashur Nibibi or Zain Tiraris. Some are well-known sites, like Ald Sofa and Val Fel. And stone and architecture is unmistakable. Big, dark, gray-green stone ruins, funny angles, funny markings, and patterns on the stone. Weird oval crooked doors. And inside, all funny angles. Yeah, I don't think...
What's this about?
This is a question of funny haha or funny peculiar, and I think this is going to be a funny peculiar. So, that's a locked house. Locked house.
Greetings and salutations.
Hi, Fargoth. I want to see if I can get into this warehouse. And if I sneak, I'm being looked at by Fargoth, so that's not working. But I have magic items. I have a scroll of unhinging, 40 to 60 on touch. I'm gonna save my game because I'm not quite sure what this is gonna do. If I cast a spell, oop, crime has been reported. Yeah. There we go. Now, is anybody watching? Apparently I'm still being watched. Well, okay. I can open it up with the console, but I think I'll pass on that. Not gonna stoop quite to that level in here. Alright, so I've been at this for a couple of hours now. We've done a little bit of exploring around Seyda Neen. We got into a delve. We improved a couple of skills here. Let's see. Athletics, unarmored, looks like, mercantile. We did all of those. And so I think what I'm going to do is switch over to a slightly different view, and I'm going to show you a little bit more about this character and the mechanics behind this game. It's a little confusing, and boy, I've played through this game now a couple of times, and like start to finish, all of the quests, all of the dungeons, everything. So one of the things that I wound up doing on my second playthrough, and this was 2010 that I wound up doing this, is that I created a spreadsheet so that I could track all of the things. See, the way that things work in this game, the way you gain levels here is by advancing your major and minor skills. So here we have long blade, security, destruction, restoration, conjuration, minor skills, axe, block, marksman, hand-to-hand, illusion. Okay? So when you advance those up a combined total of 10 points, you gain a level. Right now I'm level 1, so this would boost my level. When you get a level gain, your health goes up, and potentially some other things as well. Your health is mostly based on, your health gain is mostly based on endurance. You'll notice that I have a higher endurance than other things, and this was intentional. I wanted to make sure that I built up as much health as possible. Now, also when you gain a level, these key attributes, or not key attributes, but the attributes themselves can also be raised. You can raise 3 of them at a time. However, based on the particular skills that you increase in between your levels, you can advance your attributes more or less. The best thing that you can do is advance. So all of these skills are attached to different attributes. For example, Longblade is governed by strength, and you can see I have 49 out of 100 progress. I was doing some hacking away at outlaws in there. It's connected to strength. If I advance strength skills a combined 10 times, then I will be able to increase my strength not by 1, but by 5 when I do a level up. If I pick enough locks and whatnot, that means I will be advancing my pick enough locks. You get the idea. They are combined. So you might say, well, there's 10 major and minor skills. If you advance them 10 times, there's no way that you can advance strength, intelligence, and willpower, those 3, all at 5. Well, that doesn't include the miscellaneous skills. You can improve these as many times as you want in between your levels, and they will count towards the bonus that you can increase your attributes by. So, you see I've done Unarmored by 1, I've done Athletics by 1. Both of those are towards speed, so when I get a level up, instead of improving speed by 1, that's probably about a 2 bonus that I can do. Again, 10 skills gives you the best bonus at 5 to your attribute increase. Now, to figure all of this out, that brings us to this. And I'm gonna see if... Oop. I'm clicking all of the wrong things here. So... here we are. And... switching over. Ta-da! Oh, phooey. This resized on me. Give me just a moment while I... oh, I'm going to transition back out again so I can resize things yet again. There we go. And... alright, so here we have a spreadsheet. I'm a spreadsheet guy. I like my spreadsheets. You see I've already put in that my character's name is Oya, a female Redguard, and I've called her the Storm Maiden. She has the magic style, she has the sign of the warrior, key attributes are endurance and luck. I've put in all of the data behind all of this in terms of the, the racial data, in terms of what attributes do, the racial bonuses to skills, male and female, all of the various bits and baubles that I need to know. And so I have now an interface. I selected all of my skills, and then I go to this chart here. What I can do here is put in my various skill increases as I'm going. So I can see these should be all corresponding. I've got a mouse in the way over there. There we are. So long blade is 45, 30, 35, 35. So didn't get any increases in my major skills, nor in my minor skills, and in my miscellaneous skills. Let's load them all up over there. I did get some bonuses. So let's see, athletics. Oh, these are in a different order. That's going to be unfortunate. But athletics is, I got 1, so that's now at 11. Mercantile, I also boosted a little bit. And what else do I have? Unarmored, I boosted a little bit. Okay, so little boosts there. And I can now see that up here, if I were to level up right now, I have 2 skills advanced and could get a +2 when I level up. And same with personality. I would get a +2 if I were to do that. Again, I can do it in... this is a if I were to level up, it would be like 2 points here, 2 points there, maybe 1 point in luck. And that would be what I would have for level 2 in terms of my attribute scores. Not leveling up right now. So my current level is 1. My progress towards my next level is 0 because I haven't advanced any of my major and minor skills yet. But as I go along, I will. So I'll be bringing out the spreadsheet from time to time and reconciling it and showing you, how things are moving along. But mostly I wanted to show you that I can actually ignore these now, but you can see how I imported all of my information from, whatever. Okay, so I wanted to show you this mostly so that you know how I will go about going through the game. This also sheds a little bit of light into why I picked these certain skills. I wanted to make sure I had a mix of attributes here. I want to make sure I have a mix of attributes here. I want to make sure that I increase endurance first. That is my first priority. So if I'm getting near a level, rather than doing a level up, I'm going to go and find a trainer and say put like 10 points in, well, not medium, let's say in medium armor, right? That immediately gives me the +5 bonus. I can get my +5 there. 60 becomes 65, and that will actually generate a higher maximum health score. So, but I haven't done that yet. That's how I will be going about it. There you go. Anyway, that's all that I wanted to do in regards to Morrowind for today. So, thanks for hanging out with me and joining me on this, maiden voyage back to Seyda Neen, in the original Seyda Neen, here in the Third Era. Mind you, chronologically speaking, Morrowind happens after the events that happen in Elder Scrolls Online. So I'll just throw that out there. But at any rate, thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you are enjoying this. I hope you learned a little bit here and there. Hope you enjoyed the wonderful soundtrack that's still playing in the background. And I hope you'll tune in for the next time. Best way to do that, of course, is to follow this channel. I'm hoping to maybe get a Twitch account started so that I have another way to communicate when streams are going to be happening and that sort of thing. Maybe I'll even throw a Discord together. We'll see. But if you like what's going on here and want to see some more of it, definitely follow. That will tell you when I'm streaming. My streaming schedule is mostly Sunday afternoons and Wednesday midday, so about 10:30 or 11. I hope you will come and join me for the next time. So, until then, take care, and we'll see you another time. Bye.